इन सारे टैक्सेशन के बाद भी जब भी कोई संकट आता है सरकारें आपकी तरफ देखती हैं, देश आपकी तरफ देखता है और आप बड़े आनंद के साथ उस टैक्सेशन की शर्त को स्वीकार करते हो और उसके लिए काम करते हो। मुझे लगता है कि कोई अतिथि आ गया है नाहर साहब आपका। ये पहले राजा के आने में बस्ती थी। ये भी अच्छा है कि मेरे बोलते हुए आप आए, मेरे परम प्रिय मित्र और आपके यशस्वी मुख्यमंत्री देवेंद्र भाई आए। एक बार जोरदार तालियों से आपका स्वागत करिएगा।
Present and future of Maharashtra and India are here. आप सभी के
ज़्यादा व्यस्त हैं, वो थोड़ा बैठ जाएं तो अच्छा लगेगा। नाहर साहब को बहुत बहुत बधाई, हमारे पुराने मित्र हैं। उनका मन था कि इस अच्छे अवसर पर मैं यहाँ आऊँ। आप सबको देख के बहुत खुशी हो रही है और आप जिस सभ्यता के साथ बैठे हुए हैं उससे मुझे डर भी लग रहा है, क्योंकि मुझे ऐसे सभ्य लोगों का अभ्यास नहीं हो सकता मेरा भ्रम हो तो एक बार तालियां बजा के जागृत कर दें। हाँ, ये सही। पहले तो आप सबको इस बात के लिए बधाई कि आप सरकारों के तमाम प्रयासों के बाद प्रगति कर गए। तालियां बजा सकते हैं, आपका दुख है, कोई नहीं कहेगा। क्योंकि टैक्सेशन की इतनी लेयर, इतना सारा पेपर वर्क और इतना सारा अंकुश, इसके बाद भी आप हिंदुस्तान को नए स्वरूप में लाने के लिए मेहनत कर रहे हैं। हमारा तो एक दोस्त है, वो मुझसे कह रहा था एक दिन कि बताइए साहब, पॉपकॉर्न तक पे टैक्स लगा दिया। तो मैंने कहा ये सरकार, ये जो हमारी सरकार है, इसका लक्ष्य है कि जो ज्यादा उछलता है उस पर टैक्स लगाता है। बाद में पता चला कि वो लड़का जो पूछ रहा था वो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफिस में काम करता था। ये कल समझ में आएगा, तब ताली बजा लीजिए, कोई जल्दी नहीं, आराम से। नहीं, पीछे के लोगों को कम समझ में आया, थोड़ा देर लगेगी। दो बहुत खूबसूरत मौकों पर मैं आपसे मुखातिब हूँ थोड़े से वक्त के लिए। नाहर साहब का बड़ा मन था कि मैं आऊँ। मैंने कहा ये आप लोगों का अपना फंक्शन है, इसमें बोले नहीं आप आइए, मेरे दोस्तों से आपकी बातचीत। और मेरा सौभाग्य है कि मैं भीनमाल इनके गांव भी गया हूँ, वहाँ इन्होंने जो खूबसूरत काम किया है, मेरा एक बार आप सबसे मैंने, आप जरूर होके आइए। लोग बाग आगे बढ़ते हैं तो जड़ों को भूल जाते हैं, लेकिन उन्होंने अपनी जड़ों को याद रखा है। वहाँ जिस तरह से उन्होंने मंदिर बनाया है, मैंने 3 दिन का अपने राम किया था और मुझे जोधपुर रुकना था और मैं बड़े बेमन से पहले दिन वहाँ पहुँचा था, लेकिन फिर मैं वहीं रहा और मैंने इनको फ़ोन किया कि आपने ये अपनी अलग स्वर्ग निर्मित किया है, जहाँ गाय हैं, जहाँ प्राकृतिक भोजन है, और वो वहीं से बॉम्बे आता है। एक बार जड़ों से इस जुड़ाव के लिए भी एक बार तालियां बजाइए, मैं इसके लिए आपको कांग्रेचुलेट करता हूँ।
Support with the government is pushing in terms of infrastructure, in terms of liquidity for finance and other ways. We believe that in-house consumption will always be good and it will continue to go. So thank you very much. Going forward, we believe that the market will continue to have its demand. Obviously, we don't see prices rising exorbitantly high, but definitely there will be a steady movement, and which is what we all want. We do not want the prices just to jump because it does not help or support the industry, because it will equally fall down. But our belief is very clear that the market should steadily grow, and that is what it is happening today, and we believe that this will continue to happen with the way Indian economy is moving over the next 5 to 7 years. Thank you very much for being part of it. Today has been a historic moment for us. You have been very supportive to us as a media. Dominic and myself now take a back seat, and Mr. Sukhraj Nahar and Rushi Mehta and Mr. Bandish Ajmera will be leading the association. This association has fought a lot of battles for the industry in terms with the government, for the government, be it social, be it for the industry like the NGT factor or the COD factor or the CRZ clearances or however, whatever we call it. There has been a lot of support from the friends and industry over here to make our real estate market move, and that is what has happened. And we look forward for your continued support in coming months and years. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
MCI for the development of affordable and sustainable housing.
See, we are caught in the web of pricing. if you look at the central government's pricing, it is 45 lakhs that qualifies for a affordable house as per the definition. But the size wise, it is 30 square meters. Our demand to, and we request you also to the media to write that for non-rural things like non-metropolitan cities is 60 square meters. So at least don't keep a price, because every you have 27 segments in Mumbai, 77 small parts of bodies which are approving. So all have a different ready rate. So you can't have a different price for everything, because something in the land prices of ready rate starting 56,000 goes up to almost 4 lakh rupees. So you can't build 30 square meters and 4 lakhs when the premiums are so high and the cost is so high. So our request, and we through you also we request to the central government, especially to the finance ministry, that you keep a common thing for Bombay or for everywhere. As we are looking for one nation, one tax, we should also have one definition. So 60 square meters should be the definition, and once we get that definition which is allowed in non-metros, I think Mumbai will have a lot of affordable housing all around.
What are the key priorities for the incoming leadership team?
So I'll just continue with the affordable housing theme. What happens is when you are designated as an affordable housing home, a lot of benefits then flow through the government. So the minute the threshold of 45 lakhs is then increased. So what we are saying in Bombay, a 300 square feet house cannot cost 45 lakh square feet. It's unreal. So all, like for example, GST benefits. If the house is affordable, then you get 1% or you get 5%. So the price, the definition of affordable housing has to be structured in a manner where it takes into consideration the economic realities of urban cities. So once that happens, when it comes to making more affordable houses, in Bombay we've done a survey where per square meter we are paying 50,000 square meters as premium. So that is going to be the starting point. That is 30% of our cost. If you want to have affordable houses, there's only so much that construction costs can go down. There's only so much that other costs can go down. But if the premium costs go down, I'm saying rationalize the premiums, at least for affordable housing, which will go a long way in making houses affordable for the city and for the state of Maharashtra.
But you've been saying this to the government for quite some time now. So
Yeah.
hasn't the government responded and said what's going on? Last 2 years I've been hearing this that the people have been approaching the government to bring down the premiums.
Yeah.
So
We are talking of the
respond
premiums. Madam, premium is a different part than state part. The point is the definition of central government for affordable housing. So there's 30 square meters for metropolitan city and a price of 45 lakhs. So our request is that at least make it like non-metropolitan cities of 60 square meters, so we get affordable house. That's one part. The second part, today SRA itself demands 305, MADA demands 400 and some odd area minimum to be given to this. So then these are not counted as affordable housing. We are building a lot of affordable housing if you look at the definition of 60 square meters. If you look at all the particular data, you will see that more than 50% of the apartments which are built, or more than 60% of the apartments which are built or rehab are affordable. But because of the price content and the 30 square meters, Bombay is not able to accept that this is an affordable. As Rishi said, the moment they change it from 30 square meters to 60 square meters, then the government might lose some revenue in way of GST, in way of stamp duty. That is why this is not happening. So that's where we are at. We are not asking the state government to reduce the price of the premium. Even if I reduce the price of the premium, it will not be affordable because we have different ready-reckoner rates, as I said. A place in Daisar costs 54,000, a place in Bandra and Malabar costs 4 lakh per rupees a square meter. So the definition should not be by price but by size is what our request is. Once it's 60 square meters, everything we'll see in Bombay is much more affordable housing being built than what we are doing for luxury or other things. That's our point.
सर आज संबंधित जी बोलिए रियल इस्टेट जिस तरह से रेट्स मुंबई में बढ़ रहे हैं उसको एक ही पॉइंट है, जैसे क्रेडाई-एमसीआई का 2 साल 2.5 साल पहले रिपोर्ट था कि दिल्ली एनसीआर से 25 गुना ज़्यादा प्रीमियम्स है मुंबई का। तो वो प्रीमियम्स पे आपने भी 2-1 साल अनुभव लिया होगा, सरकार से क्या कितना रिस्पॉन्स मिला, और उसी आप किस तरह से इस पर चलेंगे ताकि एक बार हुआ था प्रीमियम्स कम 50% डिस्काउंट देता कि बूस्टअप आए और अफोर्डेबल हाउसिंग ये सब चीजें हो, इस पे क्या कहेंगे?
देखो आप एक बात, मैं ऋषि को फोन देता हूँ, ऋषि कर देता हूँ। पॉइंट ये सी है कि इसमें आप ये सोचिए कि हर महीने जो रिकॉर्ड स्टैम्प ड्यूटी कलेक्शन हो रही है तो सरकार किस बात के लिए कम करेगी? आप भी सोचो सरकार के जगह पे हम रहते थे, अगर मार्केट में डिमांड नहीं रहता तो स्टैम्प ड्यूटी का कलेक्शन कम होता था, तो कलेक्शन बढ़ती है, तो वाई विल ही सपोर्ट बिल्डर फॉर रिड्यूसिंग द प्राइस? एक बात बोले तो बात वो है कि आप जो बोल रहे हैं हम भी चाहते हैं कि भाव कम हो और एंड कस्टमर तक पहुंचे, पर वो कोविड का टाइम था जब सरकार ने हेल्प किया और काफी जो रुकी हुई प्रोजेक्ट थी, सालों साल की रुकी हुई, वो एक गति आ गई और सब प्रोजेक्ट बाहर आ गए और कंप्लीट हो गए। पर सरकार को भी अपना कर्जा चुकाना है, अपना एम्प्लॉयमेंट देखना है, और जब उनकी सेल अच्छी हो रही है हमारी, कि आप देखो हर महीने 2 तारीख को आप देखो एक रिकॉर्ड सेल आती है, रिकॉर्ड कलेक्शन स्टैम्प ड्यूटी के, तो कौन से बेसिस पे हम उनको बताए कि आप हमें कम करिए।
लेकिन सरकार का ये भी कहना है कि जो प्रीमियम हम डिस्काउंट देंगे वो बायर्स तक जो है उन लोगों तक पहुंचना चाहिए।
100% पहुंचेगी ना। आप लास्ट टाइम देखे जब सरकार थी तो 6% स्टैम्प ड्यूटी, आप कैलकुलेशन करो कि हमको तो एक्चुअली बेनिफिट मिला नहीं, एंड कस्टमर को बेनिफिट मिला, पर उसमें एक बहुत अच्छी बात है कि मार्केट में उछाल आई कि ताकि एक डिमांड आ गई, उसके लिए सबको 6% में घर कम मिला। आप स्प्रेडशीट में कैलकुलेट करेंगे, जिसने भी 50% लिया है तो उनको कोई फायदा नहीं मिला, पर कस्टमर को एक बेनिफिट मिला, एक इंसेंटिव मिला कि अपना घर 6% कम में मिल रहा है तो उसने खरीद लिया।
Just adding जो डोमिनिक जी ने कहा, there is always a push and pull for the government कि वो कितना हमें दे सकते हैं बेनिफिट और कितना हमसे एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं। जैसे उन्होंने कहा कोविड का टाइम था जहाँ पे हमारी हालत खराब थी, तो तभी उन्होंने हमें प्रीमियम्स में रिबेट दिया, स्टैम्प ड्यूटी में रिबेट दिया, सो दैट द मार्केट कम्स अप। पर इफ यू सी अफोर्डेबल इज अ वेरी रिलेटिव कॉन्सेप्ट। आज बॉम्बे में जो अफोर्डेबल है वो शायद कहीं और अफोर्डेबल नहीं है। पॉइंट ये है कि आज लास्ट 3 साल में 4 साल में आप अपने बाजू में देख रहे हो, द कोस्टल रोड आपके सामने बन गया, अटल सेतु बन गया, ऑल दीज वी आर प्राउड टू से दैट ऑल दीज हैव बीन मेड पॉसिबल बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रीमियम्स दैट वी पेड। सो वी आर नॉट फॉर वन सेइंग कि आप आंख बंद करके प्रीमियम बंद कर दो, क्योंकि प्रीमियम बंद कर दोगे तो हमारे सिटी को भी आगे बढ़ना है, स्टेट को भी आगे बढ़ना है। सम रैशनलाइजेशन, व्हाट वी आर टेलिंग देम इज दैट आप कभी प्रीमियम लेते हो हमसे, वो थोड़ा उसको रिकॉन्फ़िगर करो, एंड दे आर वेरी पॉजिटिवली लिसनिंग टू अस। होपफुली दैट शुड बी अ पॉजिटिव आउटकम फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस।
ऋषि जी का हमारा ये कहना है जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को दिया है, जो इनकी प्रीमियम की डिमांड आती है, समझो 100 रुपये आती है, 100 रुपये हमको एक टाइम पे पहला भरना पड़ता है। हमने हमारी ये डिमांड ये की है कि आप 10% अभी लीजिए, 10% थोड़े समय के बाद है, और उसी के पहले 80% है। हमसे ब्याज भी लो, हमारा कोई ना नहीं, ब्याज भी लो, पर रीजनेबल ब्याज लो, ताकि हमको एक कैश फ्लो की एक प्रोत्साहन मिलेंगे, और उस कारण हमारा कैश फ्लो भी अच्छा रहेगा और एंड कस्टमर को भी सस्ता घर मिलेगा।
सर, ये सरकार एक तरफ प्रीमियम्स तो कम नहीं कर रही, लेकिन सेल्फ रीडेवलपमेंट, स्वयं विकास को भी बढ़ावा दे रही है मुंबई बैंक के जरिए, तो उस पर क्या कहेंगे कि उस पर इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा? जो मतलब मुंबई सिर्फ रीडेवलपमेंट पे आधारित है, बाकी कुछ बचा नहीं है।
आपकी बात बिल्कुल सही है। देखो, एक कंपटीशन होना चाहिए, सब बिल्डर सब डेवलपमेंट करेंगे तो कंपटीशन आएगा नहीं, तो उनको ये चाहते ताकि एक एकजुट होके, जो देखो आप सबसे पहली बात सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट करें तो काफ़ी जीएसटी कम हो जाएगा, आपको ही मालूम है।
जीएसटी का
बिल्कुल, तो वो हिसाब से जिसको जो करना है, अगर एक ड्यूटी है तो बिल्डर की जरूरत नहीं है तो ठीक है, पर अल्टीमेटली जो एक्स्ट्रा माल है वो खुद खरीदते या कोई और को बेचना पड़ता है, तो एक सप्लाई आती है। क्यों सज्जन ने किसी ने देखी है कि कोई बिल्डर ने किया है, रुकावट आ गई, तो उनको अपनी चिंता रहती है, वो खुद अपने पर बनना चाहते, तो कोई गलत बात नहीं है ना, वी आर वेलकमिंग इट।
Sir, on one side, emphasis is being put on green building construction, and on the other side, there is a lot of illegal construction going on. So, any policies to curb the grey market in this industry?
See, I couldn't say grey market, but I think right now that has been controlled a lot. The reason why it's happened, I'll give you a very good example. After this DCPR 2034 has come in, now in fact plots with reservations, you will see what is encumbered. Most of the plots were RG or some reservation. Now with the DCPR 2034 coming in, the reservation has become more premium than a residential plot or a commercial plot. So right now that particular thing will die down in its time. Unauthorized construction, I don't think we are a chamber, but we are not encouraging it. And we are always talking to the CM. CM also is looking to make a slum-free Mumbai. So is the central government. Our Honorable Prime Minister is really working hard for Bombay to see that Bombay gets slum-free. But I don't think now that encouragement is there anymore for people to do, because it's getting very difficult to get your photo pass and all those things done. Even in SRA, they have become very stringent with this matter. And with digitalization happening all around, it's very difficult to do it.
So, with lot of new constructions coming up, there is always a dearth of water supply and parking spaces. So, what is the body going to do about it?
See, honestly, I tell you, I can give you an example of my building. I have built a building in Goregaon which has 8,000 employees. Not a single tanker comes. But because we are more than 20,000 square meters, we have an STP. That STP water is so much sufficient for the grey water, which is actually the most consumption of it. So that is why. So now, as large development is happening and environment is taking a pivotal role in it, 20,000 square meter में आपको STP लगाना पड़ता है, तो आपको पानी की समस्या बॉम्बे से दूर हो जाएगी. So you are very lucky with that part. And we are, as CREDAI-MCHI, we are promoting IGBC buildings. Now most of our buildings are promoted by doing IGBC buildings.
You've mentioned promote 10,000 plus affordable units through member projects by 2026. What does that mean?
I mean, so we are going to promote through our members that they take up affordable housing projects, like, you know, not only in Mumbai but on the outskirts of Bombay. So, you know, we are through our chamber, through our members, are going to try and deliver about 10,000 affordable housing units in the as an add to the supply.
So that will be their own projects.
Of course, of
So
course.
just adding the Rushi, other than Mumbai, we have another 14 chapters, which are different cities like Kalyan, Damboli, Mira Road, Mahindra, all these places. So all these together, Palghar, Boisar, all these things together will we'll try to accumulate all this and make 10,000 affordable housing in the future.
So what is MCHI long-term vision for the development of Mumbai and the MMR region?
To build sustainable and good pricing housing.
And you mentioned something on property. Can you just explain this a little bit? I mean, you're going to be setting up some.
So we are going to set up a fund. Keval, do you want to take this one?
So there are
के बैठक पे भी हम रिप्रेजेंटेशन कर रहे हैं, गवर्नमेंट के साथ इंटरेक्शन कर रहे हैं. ऑब्वियसली हर एक क्या बोलते हैं एजेंसी जो नोडल एजेंसी है, हर एक अलग अलग, जैसे मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट है, इसमें मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ डिफेंस है, या जो भी होती है उसके साथ सेंट्रल और स्टेट लेवल पे लिएज करना बहुत ज़रूरी रहता है. और वो लिएजनिंग as an association body from CREDAI-MCHI and a national body of CREDAI, which is the CREDAI National, that is at central, it is being constantly being followed so that eventually, जैसे आपने बताया कि किसी को 50 माले की बिल्डिंग बना रहे और किसी की ऑलरेडी अटक गई है COD की वजह से. ना अनफॉर्चुनेटली उनका परमिशन वो COD के सर्क्यूलर के बाद आया होगा, तो इसके लिए उनको परमिशन नहीं मिली. इनके पास COD के सर्क्यूलर के पहले का रहेगा तो उनके पास सारी परमिशन है, इसके लिए वो डेवलप कर रहे हैं. तो ये सारे जितने टर्मोइल्स आते हैं उनको हम एड्रेस कर रहे हैं और उनको हम गवर्नमेंट के साथ एवरीडे बेसिस पे रेगुलरली पुट अप करते हैं. डेफिनेटली जितने डेवलपर्स जिसको पर्सनली पेन होता है वो एज एन एसोसिएशन हमको फॉलो अप करते हैं कि प्लीज़ help us out in this, and then we as an association look into it and ensure that if the problem is right, we continue to take this forward to ensure we get the right ending to it, and hopefully this COD matter will come to an end very soon.
आप देखो, if you add to it also, देसर का जो अपना 2020 से बंद हुआ था, अभी just recently you have read that now government of Maharashtra has allocated some land for airport authority in Uttan. So these are all persuasions done by our body who has been following up, and thanks to the support of the government. So now there is a problem of height which is around that will be resolved.
The radar.
So the radar which, so जैसे आपने बोला वो लोग 1943 से चालू था और 2020 में बंद किया. So this is how developers live. You don't know what surprise will come to one morning and stop wherever. So that's how life is. It's not easy to be a builder. On a lighter note.
Thank you, Dr. Sir. I believe friends have asked us is that what was the NGT matter and what was the role of CREDAI-MCHI in particularly going to the Supreme Court and fighting the litigation, and what is the outcome as of now for home buyers?
So as we all know, there was a NGT Bhopal had filed a writ, and this matter was stayed in Supreme Court. And the whole idea was that they were saying that any project which was beyond 20,000 square meters and within the eco-sensitive zone, which is 5 kilometers, they would be given a granted permission, but they would have to take the permission from the central, that is Delhi, and not from the local authorities. Having said that, if you look at Mumbai, we have Sanjay Gandhi National Park. We have the flamingos in the New Bombay area, and in certain areas there was also a MIDC, which was that CEPI score, which was also being taken as one of the criteria for not approving projects over here. So directly, indirectly, half of Mumbai, or probably more than half of Mumbai, was stuck because of this, and any projects beyond 20,000 meters would have to take approvals from the central. Now with this was not only restricted to Mumbai per se, but entire India. And we were, and because of this coming into halt, a lot of projects started getting stuck, and there was no hearing which was happening here nor in central. So as an association, we took the proactive step to fight this in the court and take it because we knew that this probably the stay is not right, and it is stopping the entire real estate market, and primarily Mumbai, which contributes to more than 1/3 of the entire real estate market in terms of value overall across India. It is a big impact. So as an association, we took a call to fight this in Supreme Court. It took us about 8 to 9 long months to happen, but eventually, finally, the order came in our favor, and we are now hoping that with this, we will have 800 plus projects coming in the market, which is honestly a very positive sign, because some of these projects have probably been already launched, or some have been again, or some are going to be launched. And with that, there will be a great demand. Obviously, demand is there in the market. Supply will be good, and we believe that with this kind of supply coming in, prices definitely would be stabilized. There is a fear everyone has, if so many projects come in, prices will go down. I really don't think so that is going to happen, because the way the demand is in the market, we will still continue to have a steady supply coming in and a steady demand continuing to happen. So even if you look at any launches which are happening today, we are seeing successful launches being done, projects being sold out. This only shows that there is a robust demand in the market. So if there is more supply coming in, it is not making that that demand going down, or probably oversupply coming in factor, because eventually our Honorable Prime Minister's dream of housing for all, even if after all these projects or any one of us doing more projects, it's not going to be completed. So we still have a long way in terms of housing for all to happen, but this is like the right step to ensure the supply continues and the demand also being stable.
Thank you, Dhruv. I think I would also like to ask one last question to Dominic sir here. Dominic sir, you have been leading CREDAI-MCHI for last 2 years, and you have been associated with MCHI for more than 15 years now. Before you hand over the baton to the new leadership today, any message to the home buyers particularly and the new leadership?
Yeah, well, as we said, we were very proactive with home buyers, and certain times home buyers has reached us with certain members' complaint or other people's members' complaint. We have addressed them amongst ourselves. With MCHI is a part of the reconciliation, part of RERA also. We are also proactive in that. The home buyers, I can only tell you, don't wait to buy a house. Please buy a house. The pricing is right now. The costing is so high that coming down prices is a bit of a difficulty. We all know that what premiums we pay to the state government or to BMC is a point. We are lucky that inflation at its best today, but we don't know when the inflation will go up and the prices of other materials will increase. So make your home decision, have your own home is all what I would request them. And with RERA being around, I don't think there will be any much opportunities of having delays of houses and everything, because everything is so transparent and so clear.
Thank you. This is the time I would like to introduce Mr. Rushi Mehta, who is actually known to be a very flamboyant real estate developer, and he's a CA as well. So a very kind of unique mix we have as a secretary who is going to lead along with Mr. Sukhraj Nahar. So Rushi, I open the floor to you if you would like to address the media and tell us about your vision for the next 2 years.
Hello everyone, this is Rushi Mehta. Thank you for the great intro. This is my first go around with you guys, hopefully not the last. I'll start off things with at MCHI CREDAI we take great pride in continuity. So Dhaval Bhai, Dominic sir have done an amazing job over the past 2 years to steer our association and to steer our industry through some pretty turbulent times. And we have some great big shoes to fill. So Sukhraj ji as the president, me as the secretary, I mean, we'll hope that we can match up to them and we can steer our association for the next 2 years. Having said that, we are living in extremely turbulent times. There are wars everywhere, and it is no longer that we can stay away from any situation without it being affecting us. So we are in a way slightly lucky because I mean, we are privileged, you might say. So Operation Sindoor happened and it brought out the nationalist fervor in all of us. And our president said to us that, this is the time, Rishi, when we step to the plate and say, ask not what the country can give for you, but what you can give for the country. So his logo for the next 2 years, or his message for the next 2 years, is going to be MCHI Cares. We want to give back to the community. We are privileged. We want to ensure that we are hand in hand with the government in their vision of having housing for all in the next few years. So MCHI Cares, I'll just give you the full form. MCHI Cares, C stands for Compassion and CSR. So we would like to, this is our mission statement. We would like to have about 100 free healthcare camps. We would like to support 1,000 students by giving them education loans. We would be having 25 daycare centers, and we would like to earmark about 10 crore in disaster relief and other social welfare schemes. A stands for affordable housing. So our always goal is going to be to liaise with the government and ensure that policies are formulated which will support affordable housing. So we envisage that 10,000 plus affordable housing would be built in our developer member projects. Then R stands for reforestation. We believe that we have to, whatever development happens has to be environmentally friendly. We hope to have about 1 million trees planted through our developer network in the next 2 years. E stands for economic growth empowerment through PropTech. So we want to promote PropTech. We're going to have a separate fund for it where we are going to ask all our developers to at least onboard on one PropTech platform. And finally, S stands for skilling. We understand that these construction workers, build the dreams, build the houses that we sell to the people, and it is our duty to ensure that they are skilled, that their lives become better. So, the theme for next 2 years is going to be how we can give back to the community. Obviously, we are going to grow. There are going to be some setbacks, but traversing through that economy is what we hope to achieve in the next 2 years. So looking forward to your active support and participation. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Rishi. By the way, the new leadership and the existing leadership have already started. When he was talking about reforestation, I am very pleased to tell you that CREDAI-MCHI has already donated 3 lakh trees to MHADA and the...
Is there a way for you to tangibly measure each and every pillar that you are going towards? And will there be any way for the general public to understand and see how far along they have come for the next 2 years?
Very well question. I can say that I am very impressed right now with the question. The point is, this runs into the bloods of CREDAI-MCHI. I'll give you an example. 2 years back, when the Honorable Commissioner of Mumbai expressed that there should be certain measures when it comes to environmental sensitivity in terms of AQI, CREDAI-MCHI was the first to give weekly report to the BMC about what developer, which member of mine is doing what activity in order developer strong body which works on policy advocacy, which works for housing, which works for real estate, which also works for home buyers as well. We are also SRO, which is a special regulatory authority with Maharashtra, and this body has been working since last 42 years and is serving the real estate, housing and home buyers as such. I am pleased to invite you all here for the change of guard, where Mr. Dominic Rommel and Mr. Dhaval Ajmera, who has been leading CREDAI-MCHI since 2023, are today going to hand over the baton of the presidency to Mr. Sukhraj Nahar. So I would request Mr. Dominic Robin, President CREDAI-MCHI, to address our friends in the media. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies. So first of all, as Keval rightly said, we are all familiar faces. I thank you all, one and all, for the past 2 years being a support to me and the chamber. We look forward that you continue your support to Sukhraj ji, Bandish Ajmera ji, Rushi Mehta, who is the incoming secretary. Bandish Bhai is the incoming president after Sukhraj ji swears it, and Sukhraj ji himself. Our request is that, as Keval just said, it is very important that we need you. You are our backbone, because your voice is heard by millions, and that's all we'll ask you to continue helping us to do it and advocate for the right policies which the government of Maharashtra needs to do for the state and for the development of Mumbai. So thank you all for coming. Wishing you all the festive season delights in the future, and good luck.
Thank you very much, President. May I also request our Honorable Secretary Shri Dhaval Ajmera to address the media friends, please.
Good evening, everyone. It has always been a pleasure interacting with each and every one of you. Firstly, as Dominic said, that it has been fantastic 2 years where we have been doing, as a real estate industry, been doing a great job. The market has been good. We, as industry, we've seen a lot of turmoils come in. The NGT factor, the CRZ clearances, and many other things which were stuck, or the COD matter, for instance. There are few issues where the industry has been constantly fighting, and we are very proud to say that the NGT matter as an association was fought very well, and it has come in our favor, and finally at least more than 800 plus projects which were stuck over the last 8 to 9 months have been released, and we are hoping to see good supply of homes coming in the market over the next few months. Overall, the real estate market is looking very positive and very buoyant. With the way Indian economy is rising, obviously there are few turmoils happening because of the US tariffs, etc. But we still feel, with the kind of repo rate reduction and the way government is supporting to keep the liquidity in the market, we believe that the real estate industry will continue to grow.